everyone, and welcome to our podcast of Kagzi Bus. And today we are going to talk about the finals of the Copa America and the Euros. I have Vishrut Jha, Simran Fukan, and Nivika Adhikari with me. So, starting with Copa America, I would like to go to Vishrut Jha because he is an Argentine fan, and how is he feeling after his idol won an international trophy after such a long wait?
Well, honestly, earlier there used to be the time when people used to say football owes a trophy, international trophy to Lionel Messi. I did not buy into that logic, but I always wanted, yes, that my idol should at least win an international trophy. That is something which he always wanted, and the moment was surreal. I did not get to watch the match, but I remembered that I woke up at around 7 o'clock when around like last final moments were there, and I just saw the score on the phone and it was instantly, I was tearful, nothing else. Um, it was really emotional
Then,
for me.
congrats. And moving on to Nirvik. So, since you are an Argentina fan, share your feelings with us.
Basically, I should not say about those three final defeats in row 2014, 15, 16. 2014 was horrible. 2015 was okay, like fine, we have time, but again 2016 was horrible. Since then, Argentina entered into transition period, and as an Argentinian fan, it's a great moment to see your team lifting international trophy after getting criticism, after being criticized, after being trolled. As soon as final whistle, referee blew the final whistle, I was all tears. I brushed it down into tears.
It's obvious. And now moving on to Simran, as from a neutral point of view, as like me, what would you say? Like everyone, I guess, have enjoyed this moment. Still, I would like to hear from you.
Okay, so as a Ronaldo fan and as a Real Madrid fan, people might think that, I would not be happy of Messi winning an international trophy. Even though there are talks like Messi will most probably win his seventh Ballon d'Or, and then I'll have to hear about all that drama from Messi fanboys again. But it will be worth it because even being a rival, when you see a player of his caliber being defeated, and when it happened in 2016, when he announced his retirement, when he looked so broken, it actually broke all of us as football
All of
fans,
us.
not as followers of any particular club or any particular country that we support, but as football fans, we knew that this was not right. So when this tournament began, and many, like, I have not been following Copa, but many of my friends have been saying that Argentina have been doing really good, and they have improved when it comes to their defensive setup. So I was like, if there's a chance, I would want Lionel Messi to win it because this may be his last Copa. May not be also. Copa's timeline is totally unpredictable. I don't know. They may organize it 2 years from now or
Okay. Yeah.
whatever. But anyways, so when they reached the finals, I was like, अब finals पहुंच गए हैं. No way Messi should miss a fifth final. Fifth as in like कि 2000 कब 2007 I guess, no, 2007 में अर्जेंटीना और एक बार कोपा फाइनल में थी, नो, हाँ. तो
Yeah.
2007, 2014 World Cup final and 15, 16 Copa final, like 4 finals he
No, yeah,
lost.
yeah. Argentina
And
has
so I
really
was
seen a
like,
lot
no,
of
he should
heartbreak
definitely win
from
it. So
Putin.
it was a good moment. It was a good moment. As a football fan, it was a very great moment.
Yeah. So every one of us have been happy with this. Now moving on to the very interesting part, the Italy versus England. And it didn't come to home, it went to Rome. So again, I will start with Vishrut. What were your thoughts? Whom did you expect? And
Um,
are you
I,
happy with this result?
I'm elated. If you go with that angle that yes, I'm a like typical Messi fanboy, so Messi has some Italian heritage as well. So there's a double reason to be like happy about. And most importantly, as a neutral football fan, you would always want a team whose fans are not unruly, who have like the utmost respect for the game to win. And apart from that, on-field reasons like the team that Roberto Mancini had set up, then the totally different style of play that Italy had adopted since the beginning of this tournament. Um,
They are probably 33 or 34 unbeaten runs, if I'm
exactly,
not wrong.
the unbeaten run which they had, and even Donnarumma had really. It was, I
Yeah,
guess,
he
only
is
two
a
goals
great
that had
player.
been
Like,
past him. So the kind of players that Italy has, I think they were deserving winners. And the thing with England, only on a pure sporting basis, is that even if England had won, they would be considered as something that even they deserve. Their squad, the squad depth, the kind of players that they have, and also, like, yeah, Gareth Southgate as a coach might have had a lot of hits and misses. I won't rate him as a really good coach, but the kind of setup that he had assembled at England, I think even if they had won, it could have been a really, like, yeah, as a sporting wise, it would have been great. But off pitch, like the off pitch things, if you consider, it is an ideal situation that Italy has won. And I think, um, yeah, this is something that they should remember, because Italy is some from here on. I don't think there is a.
even they won this after like 1968 or something, and they were into the finals in 2000 and 2012. They lost, and even in the first half, I was like, no man, I'm not getting the vibes from Italy, but they really pulled it up. And it's good.
What I'm really
So
expecting from them is a good performance in the World Cup. I think
yeah, mate, and the way they have pulled themselves out because they didn't even qualify for 2018 World Cup,
exactly.
and
Yeah.
now they are winning the Euros. It's like great. So, what are your thoughts, Nirvik, about this? Have you followed Euros so much? Like, I really appreciate that if you have literally followed Euros and Copa America both simultaneously, because the timings are so difficult for Asian fans.
I did follow Eurocup because you cannot miss a tournament like Eurocup because
Yeah,
if you look, we are much more connected with European football than South American football, you know. So basically, me as a Kule, I like to see how Enrique managed Spanish team, you know, in a big tournament, how he managed national team. uh, Braithwaite, how does he perform in national team? Pedri, how does he play? You know, I followed Copa just for Argentina. I just watched Argentina game, and Euro means I watched most of the game. Unfortunately, I missed the game between France versus Switzerland. So talking about, like you asked, what I
good
think
fan.
about Italy, Italy, yes, they were a deserving winner. How they set up the team from the transition period, means after being 1-0 down at Wembley Stadium, where that much chance were about it's coming home, it's coming home. They put a mentality, they put a fight in away game. They fought like warriors, you know. Donnarumma, I should not say how calm he was in penalty shootout.
Ah,
Lots of respect to Italy team. How what a fight they put. Means from tactical point of if you look, Italy are great in field, in everywhere. They are 100%. They were 100% in Eurocup, and of course they were deserving winner. And you like to see team like Italy as a neutral who came from a transition phase winning the Euro Cup.
so now moving on to Simran. She's like German fan like me. We generally don't support Italy because they are considered our rivals, but still I guess, I don't know about her, but I literally did support. So what were your thoughts and what do you feel about this after the Euros are over?
See, yeah, there has been the rumors going on that every team that any Madridista supports, they lose. And it has been happening. And we feel like we are the panotis of this season's
No,
football.
you
Like
shouldn't feel
we
like
can,
that. Even not a single Bayern players were left. So
yeah. So what
these are
happened
very
was that I was
superstitious.
like, I am not supporting the team I want to win. Okay. So when Italy were facing Spain, I was like, come on, Spain, let's go. I was like, chalo, meri panauti Spain ko lag jaye. Italy should win because why? I'll tell you why. Because very few team would do something what Italy did. Just imagine
Oh,
not even qualifying for the World Cup
yeah, I was
just
very.
in 2018, and then they came in. They had this unbeaten run of 34 games, including the final, and they came in and the first match I saw, I was like, I didn't expect at all that Italy were going to be, one of the contenders. So when I saw the
Even
first
not
game,
only unbeaten, like they haven't even considered more than one because Donnarumma has
yes,
that
they
stats,
yes,
like an
Italy
insane
didn't
stat.
concede a single goal
Yeah,
in the group
it,
stages. Like
it
how
actually
great is that?
defines that, yeah, how great is the defense, how great is the goalkeeper. Even I saw somewhere something that Chiellini and Bounty have never been dribble past. Like they have been so fine this season. Yeah, carry
Yes,
on.
we have to appreciate them. But I was more interested in what was happening in their midfield. Like I knew Immobile was a good player, although he had an average season, so I wouldn't rate him as like someone who did
He,
really good.
I was
He
really
was good.
disappointed with him
Yes,
yesterday.
I
He
was.
was
I
like,
was disappointed, and we
I
knew
can't even find
Insigne
him
is
on
a
the field.
Insigne is a good player. We know, and I was
Hmm.
so impressed with Chiesa. I was impressed with mostly. I was impressed with Jorginho. I was like, I don't follow Premier League that much, but I was like, my goodness, this is one
Uh,
hell of a player.
no,
And
people who have watched
also
Serie A, they
Barella.
have, like Chiesa, Barella. These were actually in a
Yeah,
very good position.
I was like, okay, this
Before
team
the
has
Euros
the.
were start, before the Euros were starting, people were like some were like Italy might be the underdogs, and now they have suddenly changed to ki nah, I
Yes,
thought Italy will win. So,
yes.
but
So
people
I
who
am very
actually
happy.
followed Serie A, they had some idea. Yeah.
Yeah, like we cannot follow many leagues, and I was like,
No.
नहीं सीरिया नहीं देखा जाएगा मुझसे. Especially because I dread seeing Ronaldo in any other jersey. I'll tell you, like I am like
I
anytime
can
I see him,
understand, like,
it's a heartbreak. So I just prefer not to see. Anyways, I was very happy when Italy won. I do
same.
feel bad for the team. I do feel bad for England as a team because they were phenomenal. Like as football fans, we should appreciate what this England team did or what Southgate did with his team
Yeah,
because
even
the
they were not
management,
considered much of a favorite. So
yes,
nobody,
they
I
were
don't think
not.
anybody expected them to reach to the finals, at least.
Yes,
So,
they were
like,
not considered. So we have to appreciate them. Also, we have to appreciate the way Sterling performed. He was good. He was really good, and we have to even appreciate Shaw. Like he has been really good. I mean, like, so England players were also good. They also, if they won, they would have also deserved it. But personally,
I
I'm
don't
happy
know
Italy won.
why. I was very shocked when, like, he Southgate substituted Sancho and Rashford. Like, yeah, they have taken penalties and stuff, but they're very young. Like, he should have thought, like, how will they take
That
that
is
much
something.
pressure,
That
a
is something
final
only
pressure?
Southgate would know. But
Um,
whatever, it
I,
worked.
I have a like question like since
yeah.
yesterday there we are hearing a lot about Southgate getting criticized for using Bukayo Saka for the last penalty. What do you
Hmm.
what's your opinion? Is this criticism valid?
No.
I
Criticism is
no.
not valid because if you see in penalty shootout, coach only gives those players to take the shootout who are confident enough. Like in
Hmm.
penalty, there is no tactical plan. Like I heard uh, between Argentina versus Colombia, the fifth penalty was going to be taken by Montiel instead of Di Maria. Means in penalty shootout, it's not about tactics, it's not about the plan, it's all about confidence. Like we see when players are nervous, they miss the penalty. Means the conditions are different. Those players who are mentally strong, who are leaders, they step up. Like uh, example of Spain, Sergio Busquets missed the penalty in quarterfinals,
Actually
and
not
he did
good
not
at
step up
penalties. Like,
with the penalty in
missed some.
semifinals. So yes, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
all about mentality. Yes, it's all about mentality. We cannot blame coach for using Saka. Maybe he had asked Saka, "Can you take the last penalty?" And maybe he said, "Yes, I can." So only he gave, to take the penalty. So
Yes,
Southgate cannot be criticized at losing penalty.
even I agree to it because Jorginho was given the fifth penalty for Italy and he
Yeah,
missed. He
but he
didn't
Yeah.
missed.
miss like
It was
Pickford had a really good
unlucky.
save. And did you guys see before the penalty, Pickford was like, "Yes, I am going to save this," and I saw it
Uh-huh.
in his eyes that I think he's going to save it because he had such
No,
enthusiasm that I want my country to win. So when he saved it, I was like, "Oh my goodness, that's the confidence one person needs
yeah,
when they
Pickford has
enter that
really
football
made
field."
it. I
Yes,
really feel bad
he
for
had
him.
been good. He
He
deserved
has
the
been good.
Golden Glove. He deserved it.
Even between the matches, he was often shouting to his defenders, "Ki, why are you doing this?" and whatever. But I felt
Players
like that.
like those are very important.
These were not okay. Like people, everybody knows. Like no, majority of people don't support or like English fans because we have seen like you go like majority of them are so recreationary. So like from yesterday, I'm seeing racism, abuses, and everything is around. But yeah, we shouldn't generalize, and we are not generalizing, I hope. And the players, they will bounce back again. They will do good again. So now I will move on to our next question and have a short discussion about it, and that is the player of the season. It has been officially given to Donnarumma. He deserved it, I guess. But still, what are your opinion? I will start with Vishwas.
Only for the Euros.
Yeah, I am doing Euros for now. I will go
Okay.
to World
Player for Euros, in my opinion, um, I would rather go with Harry Kane. Not even Harry. I'm really sorry. Not even Harry Kane. I would go with Cristiano Ronaldo. This is a
Okay,
like
that's really
controversial
great.
thing to say, but like
Yeah,
consider the fact that a team which was in the group of death always had always had very tough opposition, and they meant they it's like a team which went out in round of 16 and still the player managed to be the top scorer of the league,
yeah,
sorry, the tournament. It tells a lot about the player is 36-year-old. He never has that never
mhm,
die spirit, and he is the one who is like at this age he's still trying to better himself. This narrative you must have heard from every fan,
he was
but
not up to
it's
mark
true.
also this season. Like with that Portugal team, he has done so much. Like though that the team of and not a single team from the team of death was left beyond
Exactly.
round of beyond
Only
quarterfinals.
for an
But
individual
still,
ability which Cristiano has showed, I would give him the player of the tournament. If you would go with the the if among the teams which progressed to the quarter-final, semi-final stage like that, I would give the player. I would give it to Chiesa, especially for the goal in the quarter-final, if I remember correctly,
yeah, it was
against
super.
Austria. So
Hmm.
I remember how he got the ball to his chest. He controlled it with one leg, and then he
Uh,
worried it into the goal
it
while
was
dodging the
very good.
defender. That goal was poetry, in my opinion, and all because of that, I would give Chiesa as my second choice.
So while I'm having the discussion with you, I would shortly like to ask you, what are your opinions on Pedri this season? He has been the youngest player of this tournament, I guess. So
Uh, Again, if I don't want to sound as that biased Barcelona guy, but Pedri has been impressing me since the time he came. Today morning, in fact, I was having a discussion with a friend of mine who doesn't follow football much. He sent me a post. It had about like we showed the stats in Euros, and they showed Pedri as the best young player of the tournament. And all I could tell about him is the time when he joined Barcelona and how the coach told him that I don't think you have I don't think you'll get some playing time here. You need to go out on a loan. But still, he had that spirit that he wanted to show that no, I can be a part of this team and I want to earn my place, and he did. And that earned him a place in the national team, and he showed his mettle over there as well. Very few players at this age can have that spirit, and very few players can hold on to their performance, which he did for a long period of time. He had a lot of playing minutes under his belt, and fatigue comes in a lot as well, and he still overcame that, and for that he needs to be applauded. I think it was no brainer to choose him as the best player of this, like best youth player in this tournament.
so moving on to Nilvik, who was your player of this season at the Euros?
I'm first of all, Donnarumma won the Player of the Year. Actually, I'm happy. Not I said I'm neutral in Euro, but the thing is, finally, goalkeepers are started being credited. In 2014 World Cup, if you look, Manuel Neuer was a star player for Germany, but still he did not, get much of the hype. In 2018, Lloris was fantastic against Belgium, but still in same final against Belgium, but he did not got much of the hype. And finally, now in 2021, Emi Martinez performance and Donnarumma winning Emi Martinez performance being given huge hype, being given huge credit, and Donnarumma winning Euro best player shows that keeper are finally now being recognized and
Yeah.
also being credited. I'm very much, player of the season for me is Donnarumma. I'll go with UEFA because finally goalkeeper are being, credited. Also, Cristiano Ronaldo, like Vishrut said, had a fantastic year, had a fantastic season, and you cannot say much about Cristiano Ronaldo. I should not say much about Cristiano Ronaldo. He is a great player. So I'm happy how Donnarumma won. If Belgium proceed, I would have said Kevin De Bruyne, but right now for me also player of the Euro is Donnarumma.
Yeah, as a fan of a goalkeeper, I also feel very happy that a goalkeeper is being credited. So moving on to Simran, who was your player of the season at Euros?
So firstly, I'd like to talk about like goalkeepers in general in the Euros. Like, have you guys seen how the tournament had many moments where we saw the goalkeepers glory in so many matches? This Euro, the goalkeeper shines so bright. So like Donnarumma got the player of the tournament, and I think he deserves it as the winner. And a goalkeeper's job is the most toughest. People think that, it's okay, the players on field are
Huh.
doing most of the job. But when you concede a goal and then you have to make your composure come
Like
back and then you
when
have to start defending again, you have to start stopping the goals again. It is a very tough job. So
yeah,
Donnarumma is a deserving candidate and he is a deserved player to have won that. And and Sommer, I would like to talk about Sommer because he's
yeah,
from Switzerland and he has had the most saves. Okay. And that is a very big thing because we don't always think of Switzerland when we think of big teams in the European countries, right? And he had 21 saves. So, yeah, goalkeepers have been phenomenal this Euro. But apart from that, I would also like to name two very good players. One is Damsgaard from Denmark. He
huh.
has been really, really good for his team. Like after what happened to Denmark in the first match itself, I'd like not like to remind you all, but still.
I was
So
thinking
after
that.
that, Damsgaard has been a solid player for Denmark. He has been doing all the right things, and it's a sad thing that they couldn't reach the finals. They also were deserving enough. But anyways, Damsgaard and Jorginho. Jorginho, I am
Jordan.
personally impressed with this man, and I guess Jorginho has like very good stats also to prove that he has been really, really good. Like he has the most ball recovered in this Euro, like 46 balls recovered for his team. So he has been that good. And okay, I'd like to mention Cristiano in that respect. Like I won't say that he should be player of the tournament considering he is my idol. So I won't say that. But that player has been in the team of the tournament of the Euro in 2004.
Huh.
And
I
he
was
is in the
looking
team
at
of the
that.
tournament in 2021 also. I mean, just look at the longevity. Like all the other players who were in the team of the tournament in 2004 have all retired and they are not
Yeah.
playing anymore. Most of them, like all of them, I guess. But that man is still going strong, and that is what I'm the most
Chiellini
proud of.
was
That's
in
all.
2008 only, I guess. Chiellini was
Yes,
not
yes.
in
Chiellini was
2000.
in two. No, he
But
was not in
he
2002.
also,
Yeah.
like, I feel so
So
happy
as
for
a
him. He
yeah.
has
So as a
faced the
fangirl, I
defeat
am
in
happy.
2008, 12, then final 6, 8, 12, then this, and he finally getting what he won. 8, 12, 16, then 20. So and he
20.
was like literally ice cold, and I don't know how many of you have seen, but every time the anthem was played in Wembley, some fans used to boo their anthem, and like, but he managed everything just smiling away, and like it's so good that he has finally got an European medal to his name. He has been one of the most underrated center backs, I guess, throughout this decade, and only few of those different breed of defenders left from those era. And so yeah. So and anyone of you would like to talk about Denmark? Like I was very impressed the way they like if someone will say the underdogs, I will go for Denmark. So I would like to ask Vishrut,
Um,
what are your opinions on Denmark? Like
I remember the Denmark versus Finland game. I had only started watching that game because I wanted to see how Braithwaite plays, and I ended up watching that game for a like really different reason. And it was disgusting how they like UEFA started, but like UEFA restarted that game. And I don't want to go into that tangent again, but Denmark in that game they took a loss, and I was really feeling bad about them. I did not think that they, like, after this kind of a like mental trauma, I don't think anyone can move forward in this tournament. But they defied that. They even, like, coming to the semi-finals of the Euros in a competition that started off on a very sour note. It is underrated. The kind of the mental resilience that you need is underrated, and the kind of camaraderie that the players had, that is brilliant. Simon Kerr has been really lauded for his captaincy, and I think from here on his career at AC Milan is going to be really watched. He'll be in the like spotlight a lot. Again, going to players as Simran had mentioned, Damsgaard, and again Martin Braithwaite as well. He was also good. He was like not good at in every game, but he had a goal, he had his impact, and he was getting into the right places. So that's something I was happy as a Barca fan, that if he continues, I hope he's able to like make those intelligent games again. And yeah, most importantly, then Denmark is definitely, yeah, the best kind of underdog story that you would ever want. And I was really rooting for them against the game like that at Wembley. And another thing that I would like to touch up on is that game at Wembley, the kind of management that was happening over there, like two balls on the pitch, the laser light and stuff like that. Like people usually criticize Copa America for being mismanaged and like not a lot of money being funded into that. I would like to question, what is this like? If itna paisa leke bhi UEFA ne kya kar diya? So yeah, I would end on this note. I would say I would wish all the best to Denmark. I hope, like, if they're in the like World Cup, I don't know if they are participating, but I expect them to go really well in the World Cup as well.
So since you brought up Copa America, I will go to Nilrik asking who would be your player of the season of this Copa America, since I am expecting you have watched lots of matches of this tournament.
I will be frank. I have watched Argentina's all game. I did not miss Argentina's one game, but I followed Brazil's semi-final only. So basically, you know my answer. Who I'm gonna say, it's Lionel Messi, top scorer, top assist provider, highest dribbling, highest best playmaker. Lionel Messi is everywhere. Except the place of defending, Lionel Messi is everywhere. Like in final he had an injury and he could not give his best, although he had a decent game, an average game. He was not that bad. He was coming, he was acting as a leader, he was back defending his team. But except that final, in each and every game Lionel Messi performed a good level performance. As a Barcelona fan, I don't remember. Lionel Messi is a great player, but I don't remember Lionel Messi being, that Lionel Messi in each and every game. Sometimes Lionel Messi, because club football is like long, league is long. Sometimes the player have a bad game. In short tournament too, Lionel Messi usually used to have a bad game, but this year that goat didn't have a single bad game in each and every performance. You look, he had delivered, he performed, he delivers man of the match, man of the matches after man of the matches. He scores, he assists. If he doesn't score or assist, he makes. He plays as a role of creative midfielder. So Lionel Messi was a deserving winner of the player of the season, and of course Lionel Messi did won it. I don't know about Neymar, but statically, if you look, Messi was ahead of Neymar. A lot of respect to Neymar, but I think Lionel Messi was a deserving winner, and Lionel Messi did win, and I'm so much happy that Argentina has Copa America and Lionel Messi as the best player of the award, and he has a smile on his face.
Yeah. So I guess everyone will agree with that only. So we are done for today, and
I wanted to
actually
give a
we
shout
don't
out
have
to.
much time
I know
left.
it's a 2 minutes. I just quickly I would like to give a shout out to Emi
Hold it.
Martinez. हाँ, but Colombia वाले penalty shootout में Emi Martinez was the reason Argentina won. And as people are talking about mentality and how to maintain that, he is a great example. That's it.
Emi Martinez was great. Someone like him was needed in Argentina. Because if you look from 2018, keeper's mentality was so low, and look at Emi Martinez mentality. He's literally saying penalty taker, I'm gonna eat you, I'm gonna kill you. That mentality you would love to see from Argentina.
Okay, so we had a great discussion today, and that's it for today. Thank you for joining us. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We are on Instagram as Podzibus and join our group on Facebook. And until then, stay safe, and that's it. Goodbye.